9, Psalm 37, Psalm 35, verse 11, Mark 14, 57, 58. The Messiah would be silent before his accusers. Isaiah 53, verse 7, Mark 15, verses 4 and 5. Number 31, the Messiah would be sped upon and struck. Isaiah 50, verse 6. You know, I could have thrown in there another one too, where the Messiah would have his beard plucked out of his face. That's Isaiah chapter 50 also, but we didn't do that one. Matthew 26, verse 67 is the fulfillment. Number 32, the Messiah would be hated without a cause. Psalm 35, 19, Psalm 69, verse 4, and the fulfillment of that is John 15, verses 24 and 25. The Messiah would be crucified with criminals, one on each side, more specifically, the Bible says, and so it was. Isaiah 53, verse 12, the fulfillment of that prophecy, Matthew 27, verse 38, and Mark 15, verses 27 to 28. 34, the Messiah would be given vinegar to drink. Who writes this down? How to identify the Messiah? He'll drink vinegar, or be offered vinegar, He'll be offered vinegar while on the cross. Psalm 69, verse 21, written 3,000 years ago and 2,000 years before Jesus Christ was born. Fulfillment, Matthew 24, 34, and John 19, verses 28 to 30. The Messiah's hands and his feet would be pierced or crucified. Psalm 22, verse 16, Zechariah chapter 12, verse 10, all recorded by eyewitness account in John 20, verses 25 to 27. The Messiah would be mocked and ridiculed. Psalm 22, verses 7 and 8. Recorded fulfillment, Luke 23, 35. Soldiers would gamble for the Messiah's garments. Psalm 22, verse 18. Fulfilled in Luke 23, 34 and Matthew 27, 35 to 36. Number 38, the Messiah's bones would not or could not be broken. Did you know that? It says would not. You know, technically, according to Exodus 12 and 13, the Passover lamb's bones could not be broken. Never. Moving out from Egypt after that initial Passover, the Passover lamb could never have a broken bone. It would be rejected. So the Messiah's bones would not or could not be broken. Exodus 12, verse 46, Psalm 34, verse 20. The fulfillment that none of Jesus' bones were broken on the cross, John 19, verses 33 to 36. The Messiah would be forsaken by God. Psalm 22, verse 1. Matthew chapter 27, verse 46. Number 40. The Messiah would pray for his enemies. Psalm 109, verse 4, and Luke 23, 34 records that. Number 41, soldiers would pierce the Messiah's side. It even says his right side. Zechariah chapter 12, verse 10, fulfillment, eyewitness, John 19, verse 34. The Messiah would be buried among the rich. Isaiah 53, 9. Recorded Matthew 27, 57 to 60. Number 43, Messiah would resurrect from the dead. Psalm 16, verse 10. Psalm 49, verse 15. Eyewitness accounts, Matthew 28, verses 2 through 7. Acts chapter 2, verses 2, or 22, I should say, to 32. Messiah would ascend technically back to heaven. Psalm 24, verse 7 to 10. Mark 16, 19, Luke 24, 51. Are you guys all right? Messiah would be seated at God's right hand. Psalm 68, verse 18. Psalm 110, verse 1. Fulfillment of that. Mark 16, verse 19. Matthew 22, verse 44. The Messiah would be a sacrifice for sins. Isaiah 53, verses 5 through 12. Romans chapter 5, verses 6 through 8. The Messiah would return a second time. Daniel 7, verses 13 to 14. You can also throw in there Daniel 9, verses 24 to 27. Fulfillment, Yet to come, Revelation chapter 19. Number 48, the Messiah would have to be eternal. Proverbs 30, verse 4. John records that he is eternal, Jesus Christ. 1 John 5, verse 20. The Messiah, number 49, would be publicly worshiped. Psalm 118, verses 25 to 26. And John chapter 12, verse 13. And number 50, Messiah would present himself as the King of the Jews. Zechariah 9:9 on Palm Sunday, this day in history, recorded by Matthew chapter 21, verses 4 through 7, and all of the other remaining three Gospels.